told, we captured over 40,000 German prisoners in Cherbourg. It was hard to accept that we fought so hard for this port, and all we got was a huge ruin. The Germans had destroyed it so badly that it was months before we could use it. Taking the city did have its perks, though. Hidden in a bunker, we found secret Nazi documents.
Here are schematics of the actual V-2 rocket itself. The launch base is hidden in a valley to the south near the town of Sotavast. It appears to be half buried in the hillside and is still under construction. The launch platform itself is heavily defended, ruling out a direct bomber strike. Therefore, this will be an airborne operation. After nightfall, we will land paratroopers within the perimeter walls of the base and assault the launch platform on foot. This is a highly dangerous mission. Godspeed.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sir Cypher here with Let's Play Company of Heroes Mission 7. Where we're going to attack a V2 factory / launch site. And I'm going to kind of cheese this mission a little bit. You'll see what I mean when I do it. But this is one of those missions that if it's actually faster if you kind of do things outside of the order they're intended.
Our main target is the V2 launch platform located here. Planting demolition charges will create a chain reaction, destroying the base. The base is protected by anti-aircraft guns. These limit where we can drop our paratroopers. Take out those guns quickly to open up our drop zones. To ensure our supply lines, we'll need a secondary attack here at the main entrance. Understand, we will have no base of operations. This means we need to raid enemy depots to capture heavy weapons. Let's get to it.
So,
Okay, you heard the captain. We gotta take out that launch platform.
I don't get why sometimes they start you with squads that are missing people. Like, they know you're going to reinforce them. Like, why are they giving me these squads of 3 and 4 guys? But we're back to Airborne. And the first thing we're going to do is just run over here and hop on this flat cannon.
That supply line open, the more time we give Able Company to send in reinforcements. Now move in and capture that strategic point.
Enemy unit down.
So, there's these guard towers.
MG-42 in the guard tower. We're dead if we don't flank them. God damn it! Get a satchel charge or a recoilless rifle to punch a hole in that wall.
It says we're dead if we don't flank them, but there's no way. There's basically no way to flank these guard towers.
Reinforcement proceeding.
You could blow a hole in the wall, but then the machine gun will just shoot at you from wherever you come through, because it has a 360-degree arc of fire.
Enemy unit down.
So basically, you just have to throw satchel charges in there and take them out.
We'll have them back to full strength in no time.
Airborne has hit the field.
So,
Death from above.
we gotta capture this strategic point.
What are my coordinates?
For some reason, this mission reminds me of, man, it didn't when I first played it, but the Captain America movie. Like, he's sending like 12 people to take out some like Nazi stronghold.
Paratroopers on point.
But when we capture this point, it's going to start essentially a timer. That means we get reinforcements every like 10 minutes.
point is
Base
ours.
entrance is secure. Supply line established. Good job, troops. Now let's stop those V2s.
So, it's going to basically start a timer.
We must hold the strategic point at the front gates. Do not let the Germans recapture it. Able Company is sending reinforcements. We must keep the supply lines open.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and just leave the game running
Full fighting strength.
for another 20 minutes. And you'll see we're going to get some pretty good stuff. Because it's pretty, unless you want to just constantly use fire up and throw a satchel charge into every little machine gun bunker, it's a pain in the ass. So we're just going to wait till we get some better stuff. So alright. So I'm back. I got a little bored. I put demo charges everywhere. For this mission only, Airborne have the ability to plant demolition charges. So,
They're hitting one of our forward emplacements, trying to take our territory.
now you see here we got our first reinforcement thing was a half-track with the 50 cals and some engineers. And our second one was another half-track and a Sherman. And the Sherman was really what we were waiting for. Because the game assumes that you're going to just try and go straight for all these objectives, which you can. But because they assume you're going to go straight for them, they don't really have anything that can stop a tank. So, for the most part, we can just roll in here.
Krauts are reinforcing from those guard towers. Satchel charge through the window, now!
Airborne, stand by. Move out.
Attack.
Weapons free. Listen up, Paris. Safety's off and on. Yeah, moving out.
Quad on the warpath.
So obviously, this guard tower can't stop my Sherman, and it can't stop my 50 cal half-tracks either. So that's
Enemy
gone.
unit down.
We're going to keep on cruising through here. And now we'll deal with this flat cannon.
Order, moving forward. Airborne. Up 2 lanes, Jerry. We're ready. Dropping in. Get out of here.
So, the AT, these half-tracks aren't really going to be that super helpful. Because they can't really do that much. But the second thing we really need that is going to make this mission a lot easier is picking up a mortar. The half-tracks would be useful to reinforce, but as you've probably seen in the other missions, Airborne can just reinforce anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. So we'll grab this mortar,
Reserves en route. Reinforcement
shoot
proceed.
it out of here. Now that we have a mortar, we can take out a lot of this stuff just indirectly. We don't even have to, we don't even have to walk over there. So we can finish storming in here with all the rest of these guys.
Airborne has hit the field. Airborne.
Enemy unit down.
Enemy alerted. We got a fight on our hands.
So we'll capture this point.
Airborne, we'll be secured. Eyes open. Come on.
The MGs in the towers are chewing us up. Satchel charge through the window now. So much for doing this.
Airborne.
Attack.
Anti-aircraft site neutralized.
And, oh, come on. Ah, you stupid tower.
Enemy unit down.
So there's a flak tank over there that again would be pretty tough to deal with if we didn't have a Sherman. But we do have a Sherman, so should just be able to blast it.
Airborne, double time, Airborne. Up 2, let's go.
Enemy unit down.
No time limit or anything on this mission, so I'm gonna try and get it done in a reasonable amount of time, but The enemy will sometimes send stuff to attack your base, but this flat cannon here is usually more than enough to stop anything that might come after us. So I'm going to pick up a second mortar,
Unit down.
Mortar ready.
because the mortars make this mission a lot easier. You can see that
Defending the entrance. They need backup.
it kills these flat cannons pretty easily.
Inside is down.
Uh-oh.
Paratroopers can drop in here. Repositioning. Much more.
So we'll bring my tank back over here.
What do you need?
Have him back to full strength in no time.
There's only one squad defending the entrance. They need backup.
It says there's only one squad defending the entrance. We don't need to defend the entrance. Nothing is going to attack us on the entrance.
Target of opportunity. Destroy those oxygen tanks.
Mortar team moving.
Eagles at your service. Eagles here.
Have him back to full strength in no time.
Airborne. Get those legs moving. Sound up, Airborne. Rally on me. Airborne
Only
engage.
one squad defending the entrance. They need backup.
So there's some enemy tanks here,
Watch your cover and
which can pose a threat to the Sherman, but
attack.
we've got a lot of airborne, so we should be okay.
Enemy movement here. Looks like infantry. Eagles, praying on Jerry.
For some reason it's... Oh, I think the crew actually has to get in these, if I remember correctly.
One squad defending the entrance.
They won't move until, see, the guys got in and now the tank moves. I actually forgot about that.
Infantry reserves
But
en route.
that portion of
Reinforcement
this.
proceed. Enemy unit down.
It's kind of gimmicky though, because,
Reinforcement underway.
you know. But I guess it's kind of a nice little touch.
Attack!
So I basically just have these half-tracks sitting here.
Alright, let's get going. Airborne. Yes, sir. Hope Jerry don't mind us dropping in.
Only one squad defending the entrance. They need backup.
Airborne, rally on me. I'm dead.
Enemy unit down.
Allied forces, the oxygen tanks, mobilize defenses.
Airborne, ready for the fight. Airborne.
So you keep hearing them yell about where to defend, but again, they don't really do a good job of trying to stop us from getting into the base. So
Stand by, Airborne squad.
Only one squad defending the entrance. They need backup.
Okay, drop towers down. We got them. Flat cannon down.
Enemy unit down.
so the enemy's actually shooting at us from up here.
Reinforcement proceeding.
But maybe we'll call in some mortars.
Scout Commander is coordinating base defenses from that headquarters. Destroy the HQ and eliminate the commander.
Jerry don't
Only
mind
one squad defending the entrance. They need backup.
Airborne, ready for duty. Yes, sir. Move out, Airborne. Move it, squad. Fighting strength.
Got kind of quite a few units here, so we can pull a couple guys back.
Attack!
This is the sort of secondary objective. There's the enemy commander or whatever who lives there. So we'll call in some mortar barrages on him.
There's only one squad defending the entrance. They need backup.
Just drive.
That's pretty much it for this
Airborne
area.
rockets ready.
Gotta finish putting this demo charge on here
Airborne
though.
here. Airborne. Hope Jerry don't mind us dropping in.
Bring these engineers in here to repair this tank. You really don't want to let these engineers die because you don't get any more.
Company on the ground, awaiting orders. That's all the reinforcements we can divert to this attack. You're on your own.
Who's
from
shooting
here
at
on
me? Oh, that's shooting at me from all the way over here? Shit.
What do you need?
Okay, well we'll blow up the oxygen tanks. Poof.
Mortar team, bug it out. Mortar team moving.
Keep low.
But anyway, we got another Sherman now. So now we'll just clear on into this area.
Ready for orders. Better hang on tight, Pilgrim. Airborne. Roll this show out.
We also got an armored car, and this is the last reinforcements we get. We don't get any more reinforcements.
Airborne ready for action. Orders, sir.
Enemy alerted. We've got a fight on our hands.
Crew deployed. Tear him to shreds, goddammit. Cav is on the field. Give her some gas, Tiny.
Get your gear together, boys.
Airborne.
We got him. Flak cannon down.
Jerry don't mind us dropping in. Stay with me.
This is actually probably my least favorite mission because the one in the city is kind of can get a little slow, but this mission is just annoying. It's especially annoying because it's actually faster if you just go leave your computer on for half an hour and go make a sandwich or something while all the good units show up. So I think it's kind of dumb.
Mortar here.
Listen up, Airborne. Okay, Airborne. Eyes open. Let's go.
Somebody says it should be.
Enemy fire! Get down!
How do you? I don't even know how you reply on this. Nope. What tower? Didn't work. I don't know how I replied to message. Well, EXH, if I see you in the thread, thank you for that. I don't know how to whisper on Relic's Relic's thing. But anyway, we're just gonna keep rolling up here with these Shermans, capping points. Fighting people. Sure to keep advancing with the mortars.
Sir, Airborne, get your butts mobile.
Enemy unit down.
Eagles, ready. Keep your ass down and secure the area. Eagles preying on Jerry. Watch your cover and securing supplies.
Just realized that I never took out this flat cannon up here. So I might should do that with my mortars. The enemy's got some Panzer IVs and some more flak Panzers, but they're not really any match for my Shermans, especially because my Shermans are now veteran. So again, like you can do this at the beginning, and if you really hustle, I've done it. I've gotten beaten the whole mission before even the tanks show up. But it's just a pain in the ass. It's just torture because
Awaiting your orders, sir.
it's just one fire up. You fire up, you throw a satchel charge into a machine gun tower. Then you gotta retreat your guys, and then you fire up. You throw another satchel charge into a machine gun tower. It's just not very much fun. So. This way is a little bit lower stress, and especially with these mortars, we don't have too much to worry about.
Crew deploy.
People.
Enemy unit.
Nothing left of that tower. Nice job. On me, you cubes, on me. Airborne here.
But yeah, the things that make this mission easy is if you just wait till you get the tanks, and the enemy doesn't attack the entrance with anything good. They just attack with Volk's Grenadiers. Are these Grenadiers now? Well, they're Grenadiers, but they just attack the entrance with basic infantry. So you can really, as long as you just build some sandbags for your guys, you don't even have to. You can just leave and come back, and you'll have all these tanks. So that's what I recommend doing. You're gonna play this mission.
Taking damage. We got him. Flak cannon down. Under fire.
Point is ours.
Armor ready.
That is a tough flat cannon.
A side is down. Paratroopers can drop in here.
So we'll have these guys follow my my tanks, and then I'm gonna actually have these guys. These stairs are actually, they're not for decoration. Units could go up and down these stairs, which is actually some pretty impressive pathing. That, in my opinion. So, the enemy actually has anti-tank guns up here, and they have an 88. So, this is where their commandant moved to. He's guarded by Knight's Cross. He dodged out of there, missed my 15,000 satchel charges. I mean, you don't have to, he can't escape. There's nowhere to go, so, we'll get him eventually. Now, the reason I wanted to move my mortars up here is because the enemy has an 88 here. And if I drive my tanks up this road, they're gonna get blasted. So I want to avoid that. So I'm bringing up my my mortars, setting up mortars in the stairwell. I don't know if that's realistic. Now, it looks like there's an AT gun there, but I don't know if anybody is guarding it. Let's go see if I can tell. Okay, that's not being crewed. So I should just be able to roll up here.
Listen up, people. Someone, come on. We're moving. Sir, move it, Airborne.
I don't see anywhere else I can launch mortars. Let's see here.
Enemy alerted. Got a fight on our hands.
Order, sir. Won't be no Germans crawling out of there.
We got him. Flat cannon down.
So
Enemy unit down.
keep advancing.
Stand by. Push it forward. Airborne ready.
Another Panzer IV, but it's not really gonna be able to stop my my Airborne. So at the same time I'm advancing there, I'm gonna advance with my Airborne up here.
Enemy unit down.
And just make sure we... Oh, frickin', I hate...
Protect our soldiers.
Snipers are so annoying.
Go! Stay low! We got him! Keep it up, Airborne! Yeah! Attack, Airborne!
But there's not that many
Infantry
snipers
reserves
on this
en route.
mission, there's only one or two.
Reinforcement proceeding.
Stand by, Airborne squad.
Just point us at him. Engaging hostiles. Let's get in there.
Infantry reserves en route. Reinforcement proceeding.
So where did my engineers get to?
Ready.
Let's bring my engineers up here to repair these tanks. And I'll keep on advancing with these infantry. Well, actually first, a really good place to put your mortars is up on top of this little cliff here. And then you can use them to shell this whole area coming up. But neither of my tanks are actually that damaged, so I'll keep this one back and I'll support this one. Because we're almost done. So we'll have my mortars. Take out this AT gun. Having my Airborne guard them. Because the enemy can get up here, obviously. Where are you running to, mortars? We'll have you fire that. Shoot at that.
Yes, sir.
Airborne, yes sir. Keep low. Let's go.
So I have my Airborne back it up, and have my flak, my 50 cal, my 50 cal half track. It's not really good for much else. The only unit that it can actually reinforce from it is the engineers. Because even if the Airborne are close to it, they'll just still come out of the air. Now I think the enemy actually has a AT gun over here somewhere. So... where are you guys going?
Break it down and double time it. Taking damage. Mortar team move.
Well...
Loaded up and good to go. Quad is ready.
Double time, Jerry, don't mind us. Let's drop in.
Taking fire. Bring the turret around. Prepare to on the ground. Give it all she's got.
So we'll advance up here as well.
Watch your space.
I think the enemy actually has some more snipers over here, annoyingly enough.
Enemy unit.
Oh, I know where they have a sniper. They have one here. I just realized I have all these command points. I'm gonna get the strafing run, which
Air recon
you'll
is
see what it
requesting
does,
coordinates.
because it's pretty cool. So we'll cruise down here. Uh-oh, they have an AT gun, but we call in a strafing run.
Roger that.
You'll see on the mini-map a little plane fly past and just killed
Enemy
like
unit
everybody.
Down.
Axis commander eliminated.
And it also killed the commandant, I just realized, which is pretty cool. Hopefully I can kill this AT gun before it kills my Sherman.
Airborne, stand behind your space.
Alright, I think that's
Enemy
dead.
unit down.
So...
Airborne.
oh, there's enemies down here. They were shooting at me.
Have them back to full strength.
Yeah, the pathfinding for this game on this level really impresses me. This level is basically overall is annoying, but the pathfinding is, I think, pretty impressive. So I'm gonna put a bunch of mines
Enemy
here,
unit
and you
down.
might see why I'm doing that. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but I don't think there's anything here down there that can hurt me anymore.
Airborne here.
So we're gonna keep advancing. I guess we killed everybody here. Huh.
Securing objective.
What do you know?
Airborne. Hope Jerry don't mind us dropping in. Move it, Airborne. Taking fire. Eagle, spraying on Jerry.
I'm putting a bunch of mines here because,
Enemy unit down.
Death from above. Tower destroyed.
oh shit, no, run! No! Away from the mines. A bunch of guys
Dispatching
spawn there,
reinforcements.
but
Run for it.
they're running into the sausage grinder of my 50 cal half tracks, so they probably should have just stayed in the bunker.
Eagle, spraying on Jerry.
Dispatching airborne reinforcements.
We'll just
Airborne, ready for the fight.
nip this in the bud with the satchel charge, at the same time capture this last point.
Ready for action. Moving to take the point.
And do I have any more airborne who aren't doing
Enemy
anything?
unit down.
Burn down here.
Two ready.
So boom.
Eagles in the fight. Return fire.
Now all we have to do is
Allow
blow
them
up
to full
these
strength
rockets.
in no time.
Put some grenades down their throat.
And the enemy is patiently waiting for us. They're not launching any more rockets while we're here. That's basically the end of the mission. The missions after this are more, normal. And actually, after this mission, the missions start to get more like the multiplayer game. And I actually like quite a few of them. But this mission is just, I don't really like it that much. I like the level though. I like the level design and the pathing and stuff. I think it's actually very impressive for an RTS. That all these stairs, different areas and stuff are all pathed. You can go up these stairs, you can go up, units from up here will shoot at units down here. I think it's very impressive. But it just is a little annoying, and it's the easiest way to play it. And actually, there's a couple other missions like that where the easiest thing to do is just to leave the computer on for like a half hour after the mission starts. But I think this is the only one I'm actually going to do that, because it's just, I hate just running into machine gun towers and having my my Airborne just crawl up and throwing a satchel charge and just doing that 30 times. So, put a satchel charge there, or a demolition charge. The bad part about that is most of the V2 rockets were constructed with slave labor from concentration camps. Well, not most, but somewhere. So hopefully none of those guys were in there. Alright, that was it. So thank you for watching.